kill someone, abuse a child, or steal a gun and walk free without a charge. That's what's happening in Gallup, where we've uncovered years of violent felony arrests that the McKinley County District Attorney never took to court. KRQE investigative reporter Ann Peretz dive into the dysfunction continues tonight. What happens to a community when its worst criminals get a free pass?
It's a lot of stress and a lot of denial.
Nearly 3 years without her son.
It really hurts me.
Brandon Lee was shot to death December 6th, 2022. Gallup police found his body in a ditch behind a shopping center. It's an area his family says Lee frequented because he didn't have a permanent home.
He used to always watch out for people on the street or like the less fortunate.
Lee was giving, his sister says. He kept the peace and couldn't stand watching someone get picked on.
If they get out of hand, he'll be like, hey, cut it out, and then he'll settle everyone down without anybody fighting.
She believes that's what her brother was trying to do that December afternoon when Gallup police say Tyson Long shot him.
Get on the ground, get on the ground!
Officers arrested Long for murder a few weeks after Lee's death. But court records show the McKinley County District Attorney dismissed the case 2 months later for a conflict of interest. DA Bernadine Martin wrote her office, quote, is currently trying to find another district attorney's office to take over the case. Almost 3 years later, we found that never happened. We repeatedly asked why. Martin said she'd look into it.
It's sort of unfair to see like the person who did this to my brother like just walk around and do whatever he wants while my brother's just in the ground.
That information goes out to those who commit crimes. And it's like, oh, I can go to Gallup and I can get away with whatever.
Gallup's police chief says it's been maddening trying to work with her county's DA the last few years because, to name a few issues, officers aren't properly notified they need to appear in court, and prosecutors aren't prepping officers before they do take the stand, allowing criminals to escape punishment.
When it's like, okay, don't set me up for failure. We need to be successful together.
The repeated failures caught state lawmakers' attention, and they defunded DA Martin's office earlier this year. The state gave control of her funding to a neighboring DA to help get the McKinley County office back in line. Chief Erin Todlina Pablo welcomed the change. She met with that DA and handed him this list of her agency's major violent crime investigations from the past 4 years.
What we wanted to let him know was these were pending cases that we haven't heard back from.
But because Martin's refused his help, the other DA has no authority to look into these cases.
The ultimate decision is our DA, Bernadine Martin, to say, yes, please, I need help, take these. And that's what we want.
Brandon Lee's murder is on this list. The chief says the DA's office never told her it'd been dismissed 2 years ago. We discovered that. So we decided to look into each of the 70 cases. And with what we found,
hi, Chief,
we had to talk to the chief again.
Are you aware that 40 of these 70 cases were never filed by the district attorney? There are no charges for 40 of these cases.
That is astonishing. For that many of those cases, over half of them, that is uncalled for. But I'm caught off guard on that. These are murders, vehicular homicides. A majority of them are child rapes. It's heavy. It really is. It hurts in my chest that these are not getting looked at, are not even getting prosecuted. Have we run out on time frame? What is happening with them? Especially when victims are, a child or a victim is no longer with us here, who's advocating for them.
The chief says once her department completes their investigation, a case's outcome is in the DA's hands.
I can imagine what, once I share this with my investigation division and also my command staff, and what they're going to feel.
Court records show after not facing charges, some of the accused committed other crimes. And after Martin dismissed his murder charge, the chief says Long did too.
He's a person of interest in another shooting, but that person didn't die, but had some severe injuries, which is an aggravated battery. We've also had resisting and evading from our officers.
He was charged in 5 cases, but unlike in the murder case, Martin never declared any conflict of interest.
I'm extremely troubled by that.
The Attorney General already requested the New Mexico Supreme Court remove Martin from office. He's adding the dismissal of Lee's murder case to his petition as more evidence of Martin's incompetence.
It's a shocking error by a district attorney who frankly has failed to meet the standard of professional conduct in this circumstance.
AG Raul Torres is now reopening the case, a major development I got to share with the victim's family.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Hopefully justice is served now for my brother, even though it took so long.
A weight caused, they say, by the person expected to help them.
I mean, she did a lot to us. It made our heart really hurt, our mind going crazy and things like that. I'm glad that this is going forward for my son. I miss my son.
Ann Perrette, KRQE Investigates.
We asked DA Martin for an explanation on why she didn't file charges in the 40 cases. She hasn't given us an answer. When we let the Attorney General know about the unfiled cases, he said it's more evidence the DA needs to be removed quickly. A reminder, the list only represents the Gallup Police Department's major cases. The chief believes many smaller cases have also fallen through the cracks. The chief urges any victim or victim's family to call if they have questions about a case.